Money on the way, so they gon' never tell me twice. I did it on the way again, so I won't do it twice. If they wanna see how I will glisten, look, it's ice. Glisten in the sun, cause you know I do it nice. Okay, hair itching, lice. If they wanna tell me I'm on something, I'm on spice. Maybe I'm on salt, maybe I'm on rice. Maybe you should come and eat me up, cause I'm so...
Get go watch me get by. We on. See I'm gone, I'm too hot.
Yes! What is good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? I'm Zar, and it's time we ground spirituality into reality. Yes, sir. So basically, in this video, I want to talk to you about attracting your tribe. You know, I want you to do this so that you attract your tribe, and you have to block negative people in your life so that you take on a different kind of reality. You know what I mean? I want you to take on a different kind of reality, and you need to block negative people and get rid of toxic friends if you want to attract your tribe. I really feel like I've attracted my tribe, or I'm currently like in the works of like expanding my tribe in a way. And I want to share with you two things I did that made me kind of get to this level. The first thing I realized, the first thing is about realizing that the reason you're with toxic people is because something toxic in you resonates with them, right? For example, for me, maybe weed, you know, instead of, I don't know, looking inwards and looking towards me, I'd really think of how I'm gonna get the next blunt, you know, and who I need to chill with in order to get that blunt, you know what I mean? So it's about maybe letting go of that. You know, the moment I let go of weed, in my case, I'm not saying that it will be in your case, in my case, I can't, like, it's like you don't need anything from them. So it's like we don't really have a friendship in common. The only thing we have in common is the weed, you know what I mean? So the moment I let go of something toxic in me that resonates with them, it's kind of like they don't have the ability to come to me because we have nothing in common. Does that make sense? Like, we have nothing in common, so there's no point for us to chill. Maybe for me it was weed, maybe for you it's liquor, or maybe for you it's gossip, you know, anything. And it's usually something that lowers your vibration, which is crazy. Yes, that is what made me realize that I can let go of them. But the thing is, maybe they'll still come around and say, hey, let's chill. Why don't you want to chill? What's up? What's wrong? And this part is about setting boundaries. I'm sure I've mentioned in about 3 videos now, you need to set boundaries. I'm still learning how to set boundaries, and I really feel good when I set boundaries. I guess at first I feel some kind of resistance. There is some resistance going on, and that's okay, I guess, because it's like you go through the resistance because you fight, like you're saying yes to yourself instead of saying yes to them. So say no. Learn how to say no. Practice saying no. Practice saying no. Practice saying no. I know I'm saying that a lot, but you have to practice saying no, because saying no to something is saying yes to something else. Does that make sense? When you say no to someone, you're saying yes to yourself. So learn how to say yes to yourself, my guy. And you'll be able to set boundaries if you just learn how to say no. There is one catch though about setting boundaries. There's one catch, and that catch is that maybe someone is a karmic mirror. A karmic mirror is something you need to learn a lesson from. So it's not as easy as setting boundaries or letting go of toxic stuff. It's to do with learning the lesson and looking at the person who makes you angry the most that you're stuck with, and you have to learn how to like be compassionate about them regardless. You know, it's about unconditional love. The lesson is basically unconditional love, you know what I mean? And it's about really looking, not really people pleasing the person who's making your life difficult, I guess, but it's about learning how to take your power back. I really feel like this lifetime has a huge theme about taking your power back. Let me know if this resonates with you. And yeah, so basically they could be a karmic mirror, and the only way to get through it as quick as you can is to dive into the lesson instead of holding on to resentment and subconsciously projecting it out when you're older. Does that make sense? Yeah, because what happens when we're young, when we internalize things, like basically our inner reality creates our outer reality. And maybe if we put something into our subconscious mind, like a kind of hatred or something, it's eventually going to show up later. Yeah, it's gonna show up later in the world, and it's gonna be, I don't know, something that you subconsciously express unless you deal with those emotions now, I guess. But now I'm getting a bit off topic. I'm calling you out to say no. Say no. Say no. Just say no and see how you feel an hour after. Maybe not immediately, maybe immediately you'll be thinking about the other person and their reaction, but that means you're thinking about them and you're not really thinking about you. You know what I mean? You're kind of giving your power away, and it's about taking back your power and being within yourself, you know? Because maybe you're an empath who absorbs emotions from the outside world, you know, and that's usually to do with, like, I don't know, you putting your attention too much here and you're not thinking about here yourself. You're thinking about, you know, like the outside reality, when you should be concentrating on your inside. And you should not be impressed. You should not be scared of triggering other people. They are triggering themselves. Oi, my dog is biting my tripod right now. He's like going on the floor like yeah, but basically, dude, say no. And if you have anything toxic that resonates with the toxic person you're dealing with, maybe let go of it, even if it's temporarily, so that they realize that, yeah, that you guys don't have something in common that you used to have in common. Maybe you have something bad in common, and that's bringing you together, and that's the reason you're attracting people like that. When I was a stoner, I attracted stoners who loved weed. So it wasn't really about adding value to the relationship. It was about getting high, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, much love your way. Much love your way. Peace.